Hey, bro, even if we weren't podcasting, this is just a good time, you know?
Dude, I almost said that. Do you want to just go out?
Nah, I got to be able to monetize it.
Can you how am I looking frame-wise?
You look good. Looking
Is that what you
tall,
want?
looking slender, looking...
But do you want it?
I think you look great.
All right, but adjust it if you think angle-wise or if anything could be.
I think it's great. I think you're great. That's what's most important.
All right.
How do I look?
You look good.
Do I look strong?
I mean, these should be, ideally these would be higher, you know?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be so much in your crotch.
Well, that's my brand now on OnlyFans. So
How's OnlyFans been going?
not good. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
right.
To OnlyFans.com and company. Nah, I have been getting a lot of people want me to jack off. For money.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Dudes or any chicas?
I wish I could say it was chicas, but
Wait, aren't you ever substitute last night?
Oh, yeah.
Had some classes with you.
Really?
Yeah, what's your name again?
Mr.
Terry.
Jordan?
Mr. Jordan, dude.
Don't tell anyone you saw me out here.
dude, don't tell anybody he's in a canoe like a dork.
Nice to see you, man.
Dude, you just old man that kid. You said Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, should I not? I feel weird. That whole interaction made me feel weird.
That was a tight move to say Mr. Jordan. Bro, are you 90 years old? Mr. Jordan? Dude?
Dude, it's so funny. Like, in all my times of doing like podcasts out here on the lake and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I thought for sure my cover was gonna get blown because literally the high school I teach at most often is right behind. It's where we parked right there.
Uh-huh.
And I haven't gotten caught
Until now.
until right now. But he seemed cool. He's not gonna. He won't spread the word, right?
What's he gonna spread? That you're in a canoe? That he saw you?
Podcasting.
Oh, could that be a problem?
I mean, I think if, you know, the faculty went through, if administration saw all my years of everything I've done and, you know, did a deep dive, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I think I'd get fired. I'm sure I've said things that are illegal.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how it works.
This is such a nice ride, dude. I need
Let me know if you want to steer the boat.
Okay.
I know you get motion sick. I don't want you to have to. Which way do you want to go?
Well, last time we did a podcast for yours, we went that way. Let's
Okay.
go that way.
All right.
How do you feel about that? Do you ever go upstream, dog?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Because I'll be real with you. I know the Ladybird killer victims was over that way. So I'm not letting you take me that way, dog.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. You are in for a treat. I say that with all the episodes, but you literally are in for a treat. Not literally, because I know a lot of Gen Zers say literally too much.
Yeah, a literal treat would be like a Snickers
Yeah,
bar or
like I'm
something.
sending everybody an individual treat,
Right.
which would be so ridiculous to just send treats out for people. And it would
Be
be
cool.
it would be counterintuitive to my belief about life, sending treats. I would send people like a protein pack, you know? I want people to be healthy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. On today, for his second appearance in his own element, okay, now in the wild, we have the host of the Canoe Cast, NPR, Niko Public Radio, one half of the dogs, the captain's dogs, Niko Jordan, a.k.a. Mr. Jordan if you're a kid and see him out in public. Welcome
Howdy,
to the
partner.
podcast, man.
You want a sparkling water?
Dude, I would love that.
Topo Chico?
That's amazing. Yeah, I would.
You know I'm Topo Nico.
Dude, you need a brand deal.
I'm sponsored by Topo Chico. We're going to do a... Do you have a bottle opener?
No, I have a knife though. I can get it off.
You can do that, right?
I wish I was one of those cool men who could just do it with my teeth. But also, when you see people open bottles with your teeth, you're like, you only have that party trick for a few years.
Right.
You know, you can't be popping bottles with your teeth open in your 40s.
Well, yeah, there's also people who have a fake teeth so they can do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you
have
think
fake
you can?
teeth? No.
No. Do you think these things are fake?
No, they look pretty real.
Yeah. No one goes in to get these teeth. Just get regular teeth that like aren't great. Like my teeth are probably like an 84%.
No, I feel like your top teeth are pretty.
Yeah, I
pretty
had
nice.
braces.
Yeah.
But the problem is my bottom retainer broke. I had like that metal wiring in the back.
Right.
And I just never went and got it fixed. So then my bottom teeth just went and did their own thing.
So do you still?
They don't like each other. They're trying to like run in all different directions now.
Oh, right. Do you still wear your top retainer?
No, it was always a permanent retainer.
So it's still in there?
Just like little wire. On the top, yeah. But on the bottom, it's just like a couple teeth have like little metal frames. They're not doing anything. It's almost like a broken down Magic Mountain.
So is it weird having the retainer on top right now?
No, I haven't. I've had it in there since I was like 14, so I've never even thought about it.
Maybe that's because I had braces back in the day. My teeth were really straight, but like now I got my braces off when I was 16. I don't wear that same retainer anymore.
It's a lot to ask a human to wear their retainer for their entire life.
Yeah.
Who are we doing it for at the end of the day?
I know, we're both married. It's like, what are we going to do?
Are you married now? You're not married, bro.
No, but what is marriage?
You gotta.
Can you open mine too?
All right.
Sorry about that.
Are you really sponsored? Well, you can say it for the podcast.
No, I'm not.
No. You're supposed to say you are sponsored for the podcast.
But I get them. Me and my girlfriend like Topo Chico a lot. We get them at a.
And does your wife like them?
My wife.
You said you're married.
My wife. We get a big pack at Costco.
Of the Topo Chicos? I didn't even know they had Topo Chico there.
Yeah, so I mean, it's nice. Like, it makes you feel like a little bit, I don't know, more rich or something to drink out of a bottle. Like, cans are good too, but like, cans
make you feel poor.
Something about a bottle. Although in poor countries, I think they do a lot more bottles.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That here, it does make you feel fancy. Like, I feel like I could apply for a certain kind of loan that I couldn't get if I wasn't drinking this.
Right. But, yeah, when you're a kid, like, you want the bottle. Like, when you see they have a bottle of root beer, you feel like a badass.
Yeah.
I guess because most bottles are...
When you see them have a bottle or you buy that bottle? Just seeing a bottle makes you feel more badass? Or having it in your possession?
Having it in your possession. As a kid,
yeah.
Like when you're at a restaurant and you order a root beer and they bring it over in a bottle, you're like, oh yeah, that was dope. That'll be in the 3D edit for sure.
Dude, when you're a little kid walking around with a bottle of soda, you feel like fucking Pablo Escobar.
Cheers,
mate. Oh, that's nice.
You got a cup holder there too for your...
I don't know if it's picking up the camera, but we have bug spray out here too because I'm a little bitch. It's just nice, man, to change things up. This might be the best format for it. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just happy to be out here too. I haven't been out here in a while. And I love being out on the lake. I really think it's like a cure for depression, or some people maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody, but...
Can you imagine someone being sad out here? Like this makes them more sad. They're like, I'd rather be inside right now.
Yeah, me for like most of my childhood, probably. I'd be out here like, where's my fucking, Nintendo DS? This is stupid.
Dang, would you really? Were you that kind of kid?
I mean, not externally, but probably like on the inside, I'd probably be like, I don't get it as much. I didn't really get nature until like...
You got older?
A year or two ago.
See, that's what's interesting about life is... that's some good Topo Chico, dog. As you get older, things start having more meaning. And when you're a kid, there's basic things like Christmas and like birthdays and stuff like that, where it's like in a very superficial, you're excited kind of thing. But then when you get older, things like Christmas takes on... excuse me. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mason. I don't know if you know Mason, but he does it all the time.
Wait, hold on. Last time I was on your podcast, the first time...
You burped.
I know, and you edited them all out because you're like, oh, that's like...
It was so loud, dude.
You're saying that wasn't loud right there?
But that was out in nature. Different rules when you're outside, dog. Is this the Ladybird Lake Killer coming up on behind me? So fast, dude. So fast.
Howdy.
Any luck? All right. Not a nice guy for a fisherman, you know?
I think maybe he didn't speak English.
I don't know. He was bass fishing. Bass fishing is pretty American.
Yeah, clearly he didn't have any luck.
Yeah, he was pretty upset. He did not, I hate people. Like, that's an example of someone who's upset out here.
You can screw that part in right there if you want it to stay put.
Oh, okay.
I think it might be
Yeah.
might be the other way. I think you're unloosening it. Yeah, that way.
Yeah, no, I like nature probably a lot more as an adult, you know? I think that's normal
Yeah.
to not appreciate what's awesome about it.
Well, also, where we grew up is like the desert, and I always hated that.
Yeah.
I would have appreciated more trees like this.
And there's more to do at places like this.
But I'm also glad I didn't grow up here so I can appreciate it more.
Yeah.
I think maybe. I don't know.
I think there's something to that is you don't really like there's people I know who are like my favorite outdoor place is the desert and I'm just like why?
Right.
Like why you fool, you know? And they grew up in like Aspen or somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just you always want what you don't have growing up. You always think the other side is better.
Right.
That's what it is. It's just something different.
But I'll tell you what, like me going away from where I grew up, when I go back, I think it's more beautiful
Really?
than I did when I grew up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
more.
mountains. Like there's no mountains here. So when I go home and see mountains, I'm like, whoa, that's some big shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hiking. But I still like the green better.
I see now why you go the other way with
'Cause
the
it's
audio.
loud as fuck.
Yeah, we'll turn around.
Oh, you want to right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, we are so shallow.
If we just get past there, we can,
All right, as long as you don't murder me.
oh yeah, we might hit bottom. Fuck. We gotta
All right.
go that way.
Okay.
But the other reason I go that way is because that's upstream. And so at the end, you can just float down.
Oh shit.
Because one time it was really windy and I was here with Dane Lyon and we floated so fucking far down. And it took us forever to get back. But yeah, do you want to take the helm for a little?
I'm fucking trying, dog.
All right.
This is a workout.
Is it?
This is my fucking rest day, bro.
Is it really?
No.
You don't have off days, do you?
No off days, dog. Yeah, I have off days.
Really?
Yeah, I tried taking off day from working out. Yeah. I mean, I did the sauna today,
Yeah.
but that was, that's more like mental. You're trying to like kind of cleanse your palate.
Yeah.
You know? You ever go in the sauna?
I've been in one before, but it's been years.
Yeah, back in California, I would always 5 times a week, 6 times a week sometimes. Go
LA
do like
Fitness?
24-hour fitness, dog.
That's the poor one?
Huh?
Is that the poor
Bro,
one?
I would go to the Super Sport.
What's that?
That's the top of the mountain, dog.
Really?
You know, you get respect out there.
What's Super Sport?
It's just like more luxurious. They usually always have a sauna.
Oh, okay.
It's like kind of nice, like what they have. But yeah.
Naked dudes?
Huh?
A lot of naked old dudes?
Yeah,
Sweaty
I had
balls.
that happen. See, now I went to, when you have a Super Sport membership, you can go to any 24-hour gym. But if you have a Super Sport, you can go to a regular, you can go to an ultra, like there's different like tiers.
Okay.
And one time I stopped at a 24-hour fitness that was like just a regular one and they had a sauna. And that was the only time another dude tried jacking off in the sauna while I was in there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I caught him jacking off. Well, I was in the sauna. He came in the sauna and put his hands in his pants and started jacking off.
Yeah.
He wanted an audience. And while I support people with their, performances, I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And I left.
Well, but you caught him. So doesn't that say a little bit about you that you're kind of a gazer in that instance, right?
Technically, I'm a gazer.
I mean, what were you doing looking over there?
I mean, just enjoying the beauty of the sauna. I like to connect
Right.
with people.
I mean, it's like we should be able to live in a country where you should just be able to, drop a $20 bill on the floor and it stays there forever.
Yeah,
Ideally.
that's what
You
you
should
hope.
also be able to jack off in a sauna and nobody should notice because nobody's gazing.
Yeah, but it's also like the sauna is
Sacred place?
but it's also a place where people talk, they congregate. Some of the best conversations I've ever had were with people in the sauna about life and everything. because you get into a weird place when you're sweating for 25 minutes. You hit this peak place where it's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to talk about life and aliens and shit. Do you believe in aliens?
Most of them, yeah, probably.
Most of the aliens?
Yeah, I don't believe in all kinds, but like most kinds.
Do you think we've been visited by aliens?
I don't know. Lately, I've been really kind of buying into the fact that we are aliens.
Whoa.
Or that we
like
were touched by aliens.
Do you believe that we're all stardust? Have you ever heard that?
No,
That
that's stupid. I don't believe that shit.
that we
We're
are
stardust.
We're stardust, bro.
What
Google
is this,
it.
Kirby Dreamland?
Dude, that would be sick. Dude, when I was a little kid, I would hide in the bathroom and just play Kirby Dreamland
Oh, really?
on my Game Boy and pretend I was just going to the bathroom. I'd be in there for hours, dude. They probably thought I was jacking off, but nah, Kirby.
Dude, people used to shit before, like,
People still shit. People have always shit, dude.
I know, but before, like, phone. Like, when's the last time you took a shit without doing something on your phone?
Every morning.
Really?
I take my first shit without my phone.
What?
Sometimes I have my Kindle, though.
There you go.
Reading Harry Potter right now.
But, like, have you taken a shit recently with nothing? And
Yeah,
you're just
what am I
staring
trying
at
to
the
have?
wall?
Thoughts? You know?
Like, that's, like, probably similar to, like, the sauna conversation.
Yeah.
Like, when you're real, you know, when you're in the trenches pushing one out,
Yeah.
you can sometimes get, like, sometimes when you have to shit really bad and then you have one of those shits where it's just splatter
Oh.
and it's like, you know, Jackson Pollock, you're like fucking, you know, shitting blood or whatever. Afterwards, you can have like kind of like a high experience. Do you ever feel that?
Yeah, that might be low blood pressure if you're shitting blood, but like, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Have you really ever shit blood?
Probably. I mean, you know, I feel like I've done about everything at least once in this life. In this
That makes
world.
sense.
Yeah, shit blood. I mean, like what? How old am I? I'm 26.
I want to get back to that though. You think we've been touched by aliens? Were
Oh,
you
yeah,
molested?
Stardust. What is
Were
that
you
bullshit?
molested by a Mexican? Hey, canceled.
Sorry, I stepped on your joke. That was
No, it's probably for the best. That just gets, you know, gone
Yeah.
forever.
funny.
But Stardust. So listen, I just saw a fish jump. I did think about bringing a pole, but it would have been too much.
Yeah.
Now that I'm here, it would have been too much.
it would have, yeah, maybe. But
With
also,
the Topo Chico?
audio-wise, whenever you hit this, it will pick up on the mic.
Got it. Okay.
So just be aware of that.
So be a
I
better.
don't want to be a dick.
To be a better. Well, too late. But to.
Do you want me to steer for a little bit?
Do I seem weathered? No, I'm good, bro.
I don't
Hey,
know.
you're the guest.
I know it's just natural for me to just want to accommodate. I feel bad.
No, you're the guest. I do. So we're like legit made up by Stardust. Like there's stuff in our system. Like we have the same like makeup as stars. It's some crazy thing. I'll send you an article about it. I'm not smart enough to remember exactly all
Yeah.
of it.
Like a dreamochrome or what?
I don't even know what that is, to
Me
be real with
neither.
you. But you want to know something that's I've been doing? I started yesterday.
Okay.
You're gonna like this. You're
Yeah.
gonna like this. I started microdosing mushrooms.
Really?
Yeah, dog.
They got you?
They got me, bro. And you know
God,
what,
dude, I was just talking shit about you kind of people.
bro?
That's so funny.
Never been better.
Really?
They're life changing.
Are you dosing right now?
No,
Be honest. Would you be honest?
I would be honest.
Oh, yeah. You have to. When you're on shrooms, you have to be honest, right?
Yeah, that's like our thing now.
Yeah.
The mushies is what we call ourselves. Yeah, you got to be honest. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was scared. I was paranoid, even though it's just microdosing. You don't really feel much. I really liked it. Had an overall sense of well-being. Didn't feel like anxious. Felt less stressed, and I felt better about the world.
So let me ask you, can I ask you a little bit about how you got to this point?
100%.
What was rock bottom?
Of what?
Life.
That made me get.
Well, yeah, you don't just start taking shrooms all the time when things are going right, do you?
I think you do, but it's also like expanding, where it's
I'm
like
just kidding.
it's like you. It's like, I don't know. Even like thinking about it, I'm like, oh, everybody should be doing this.
Yeah. Really?
Really, with like just how much of it just brought my system down. Where I was just like less stressed. I was feeling, good and just like not as worried about like little shit that would bug me.
Yeah.
Didn't bug me as much. It was a very noticeable difference.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was happy
But
about it.
then once it wears off, I mean, the microdosing.
You just keep doing it, baby. You
What?
just keep riding that dragon. Just a little bit every couple days till the end of time.
Okay.
It's like a retainer. You always got to do it.
Do you have like residual effects right now? Like, do you feel a little more positive?
I think so.
Sometimes when I take drugs, I feel good in the moment, and then when I'm afterwards, I get a little depressed.
Yeah. See, those are the kind of drugs like, are we talking like ecstasy? Are we talking like cocaine?
I never done any of that.
Okay, so you don't do drugs. Got it. Are you talking like NyQuil?
No, I've only done weed and mushrooms one time.
Okay. Yeah, no, maybe a bigger dose of mushrooms. And again, I'm a baby mush. Okay, I'm a baby shroom head is what we call ourselves.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like like kind of a hangover from
Right.
doing like a full dose. But microdosing, no, I didn't feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt good. I liked it. I'm gonna do more.
Did you learn anything?
Just it might be too early as a baby mush to really know that.
Yeah, you do. You're still you're collecting your data and everything.
Yeah, I'm still just a baby spore.
I feel
right
that.
now. But
Do you want to do a full trip?
eventually, I think.
Work your way up.
Yeah, I don't, because I was even scared of that. Like I think one thing I've realized is I have control issues with stuff like that, where I don't want to trip out. I don't want to not be
In control.
in control, which is probably some deep-seated thing.
I feel that. I relate to that.
But like with edibles, like when it comes to marijuana, edibles aren't my thing. I've had a couple edibles in my life and it's like, no.
Yeah.
I also, the first time I took an edible, I took like 8 times the dose you're supposed to eat.
Right.
It was back in like the Wild Wild West days where a full cookie, it was like break the cookie into an eighth. Who eats an eighth of a cookie?
Yeah.
You know? Put it in the squares if you're like eat one square, you know?
Yeah.
But that didn't work out too well. I like time travel and shit, and that was
Really?
wild. Yeah. Where I would blink and hours would go by. And I'm like, I don't know who was here while I was gone,
Yeah.
you know?
But it's still kind of cool, right? Or it's all scary.
That one was all scary, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It felt like I was fighting King Kong in like Jurassic Park or some shit, you know?
Are you a thrill seeker? Like, do you like scary movies and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So I would think maybe something like that would be your jam, and you could be like, whoa, I was scared. Because you're in the moment, at least.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish that was me.
That's not me.
Um,
Yeah, shrooms. I did it one time. That was a cool experience, I think, for the most part. But there was also some like darkness to it.
really?
But
Like what?
you know, a big thing, and I did a full. What do you call it?
A full dose?
Yeah, an eighth. Is that what it is?
So, how many grams is that?
2.5, I think.
Oh, okay. I think, yeah, 2.5 to like 3 is a full dose.
Something like that. And it, when I was outside and the sun was setting, it was like the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
Really?
Tripping on like, you know, seeing colors that weren't there, seeing like the
Whoa.
sky do like crazy, like, it's funny, like after I took shrooms or like when I took it, like a lot of like the like psychedelic like artwork and stuff like made sense to me. And I don't know if I like put that into the world because that's what I already associated with,
Yeah.
or if that's like, you know, like those kind of colors and like groovy shit. And like, then when I closed my eyes, it would just be like a carnival of like
Whoa.
neon and stuff. I was seeing weird shit. Like I saw like seaweed on the ground and I thought it was like a dead body,
Oh, shit.
but it didn't weird me out at all. It was just like fine.
Like, there's a dead body.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And like other seaweed, I thought it was like a sea serpent or something like that.
Really?
It was kind of trippy. Oh, and like the sand was moving. It was fucking wild.
Did you get any, like, life things from it?
No. Well, the big takeaway that I had was like one that I already knew, but it was like technology is like
I'm
bad.
gay. Oh.
Like what? Oh, I'm gay. No. That
Technology.
Like social media and your phone. Like anytime I would see any of that, or if I'd look at my phone, there was like an instant like, this is bad. This is like
Whoa.
bad energy.
Yeah.
And so like in my head, I was like, yeah, I'm never like going on social media or using my phone again.
And you
but
never
But
went
then
on
the
again,
next
huh?
the next day, you're just
And
like,
you gave it up
whatever.
forever.
Yeah, you get out of it.
I deleted Instagram off my phone like 2 weeks ago or something,
That's good.
and I feel great. Honestly, don't miss
Yeah.
it at all.
For sure.
And yeah, I don't think it's good.
No.
I think it's good to like in certain things. I think some people are better for it, like in certain careers and things. It doesn't fuck with them as much.
Mm-hmm.
But like for me, I don't really like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't know.
What is like the negativity you see in it?
I think it just it's consuming, and it takes away from like productivity for me. It takes away from like I think there's an inherent thing to like with comparison on social media. It can make you feel bad about yourself, like you're not doing enough, because you're like comparing what you're doing to like what everybody is doing as a collective rather than one-to-one. But it's also like you shouldn't even be comparing at all to anyone, because like we're all stardust at the end of the day, you know? So we're all our own little spirit and our own little solar system, you know?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't think we're supposed to be able to teleport with our brain and our eyes the way social media allows us to, because it's really like if you disconnect from like the technology and like explained it to like somebody in the 1800s or early 1900s, it's like you can look in a box and like see what someone else is doing. Like that's not I don't think our brains have developed to be able to handle that.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. We're like the guinea pigs, the first real, experience of that. And it really is a thing that we haven't evolved to it, because like,
And we won't.
At least not our generation.
It's good because, dude, it would take like all developments before this point, like when they made the fire, or
They made it the fire?
or when they figured out how to make a fire, like that kind of shit. Like it was so far in between
Jumps in
technological advancements. Like there's time to like figure it out.
Yeah.
But we've like, if you look at from like the early 2000s, the last 20 years has just been like
So fast.
way too much.
Yeah.
And we still have monkey brains. We're not supposed to be able to handle that much input.
Yeah.
Even like the news, I don't think we're supposed to be able to know what's going on everywhere. Like that's too much, and I think that causes people to be depressed.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It really does. Should we wait for this train to go by?
Yeah, wait for the train.
Great, now I'm going to actually have to edit this.
Dude, welcome to my world, dude. Welcome to the big leagues. You want to play with the big boys?
Damn.
You're going to have to do some editing.
Damn, dog. I like how it's done now. So there was a crazy thing I learned about scrolling, like on also, yes, with the news, I agree 100%. It makes you paranoid about the world and thinking that everything everywhere is on fire. Like if you're watching like the national news, it's like, oh, everything, there's killings everywhere, blah, blah, blah. Like you think the sky is falling.
Right.
When it's like, no, it always kind of was. Like it legit hasn't been a safer time to be a human in life. Like legit.
Yeah.
Like you go back, like you read a history book, you're like, oh, they were raping and pillaging and people would just take everything from other people. And it was nuts to be a human. And now we have security, we have cameras, we have, houses, we have locks, we have police officers. Sometimes. Out in Austin, though, sometimes those police don't show up.
Didn't the police say that the dead bodies are no big deal? They said everybody go back inside.
They're defunded them,
They're like, there's no such thing as serial killers. Shut the fuck up.
The goddamn liberals won. I don't like the way you made eye contact with me when you said serial killers. and the way you just laughed. Like, there's so much to this that I'm getting nervous because now you're taking me towards Rainey Street, Niko.
You don't have the balls to kill someone.
Me?
Yeah, you don't.
Niko, I'm talking about you as the killer.
Oh, I'm the killer?
Yeah.
It could be me, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick, is it me or you? I would say probably I would bet on me.
Yeah, for sure. Is the serial killer? Yeah, that's killing young, handsome men, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you been reading about it at all?
No. I can't. I prefer to get my news from hearsay. You know?
That's the most accurate way to learn things.
Yeah, it's more fun that way.
I like people's versions of things. You know, like I don't want to hear what really happened. I want to hear what this motherfucker really thought.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, today I heard it was, in the last 7 months, there's been 10 dead bodies, and they all look the same. They're, like 30-year-old white dudes, and they all drowned in the lake near Rainey Street. And it was like on party nights, and I guess, I don't know, they went skinny dipping or... and these people could swim, but they drowned apparently, so that's sketchy. And they didn't have anything in their body that... There's something that tells you if somebody drowned.
Water in the lungs.
Yeah, no water in the lungs.
Yeah, it's fishy.
Yeah.
Okay, something about this is fishy.
And I can guarantee at least 50% of what I just said is not true,
Doesn't have to be.
but I'm rolling with it.
Hey, compared to the news, that's a pretty solid number, 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird to actually live in a time in a place where there's a serial killer on the loose.
It's just fun.
It is kind of fun, huh?
Yeah.
To just be like, oh, there's a killer on the loose.
Yeah, it's like, when's the last time we've had a serial killer?
Probably the 80s, huh?
I know. It's just fun to think about it. And like, I'm looking at the skyline behind you right now, and I'm like, we need a hero. We need a Batman.
Dude.
When I was a kid, all I wanted to be was a superhero.
This is your moment, Niko. Are we paddling to Rainey Street? Are we going to do it? And wait? Dude, listen, if you feel like you're a hero,
Yeah.
I'll take one for the team and I'll be the bait. Okay? I'll walk around Rainey Street and I'll be like, I'll get like a polo, like a frat guy, and I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so drunk. And then you just have to be lurking in the darkness.
Yes, that's awesome.
But are you going to get there fast enough? Are you going to be able to save me before it gets crazy? Because I got to really sell it and I got to be struggling with them and everything.
I think I would say the safe word right away and be like, let's stop. Evan, help.
Dang.
No more being the bait. Yeah, no. I think I need a superpower. I can't just be like a Batman type.
I wanted more for you, Niko. Well, we're all Stardust, so you have that power, dude.
That could be cool.
If you could have a superpower, what would you want it to be?
I mean, selfishly flying.
Flying would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best. That's all you need, dude. If you could just fucking fly.
The people who say invisible real fast, kind of creepy, huh?
Yeah.
Like everybody who picks invisibility, you're like, you're a creep, dude. You're gonna be a villain.
Or like read minds.
Yeah.
Weird. Don't do that.
I don't even think you would want to be in there.
Someone's mind.
Yeah, everybody's mind.
Yeah, because they would all you'd get to a corner of their mind where it'd be like, this is dark. I don't like this guy anymore.
It probably would just make you sad to be in society. Like you probably would have to disappear and you'd realize like how crazy everybody's thoughts are. Where you're like, I'm going out in the mountains and then you're just living on your own.
Or maybe it'd turn you around where you realize that everyone's like fucked up and so you really love everybody.
You would think that until you realize you're just like walking around, you're like, oh, this dude wants to fuck me right now, you know?
Yeah.
This guy
but
right
you would
across
get that so much and you'd be so used to it that you'd be like, it's not a threat.
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
It's like the first time on OnlyFans where someone asked me to jack off. I was like, what the fuck? And then now I'm just like...
Right. You're like, there's no substance to it. This is somebody so far away.
You hope.
Yeah.
You hope they're not like, I'll give you an extra $15 to meet me on Rainey Street.
Because you can't say no.
Because $15, I could do a lot with that. Okay? I'll change my fucking life for $15.
I mean, what would you prefer, though? Some people asking you to jerk off or people just being like, ew, you're fucking gross?
I guess I've never really thought about it that way. It's kind of an honor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like...
It's kind of
fucked
selfish
up,
of me to not be willing to share that with people.
I know, it's like the hot girl who's like, oh, my life is so hard. Oh, it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. People are asking you to jerk off. That's, you know what I would give to someone to ask me to jerk off?
Dang. What would you give?
A nut. At least.
What's crazy is some people, like the guy in the sauna, will do it for free. He's just trying to, he's like an open micer. He's just trying to get somebody to watch him.
Right.
And I'm over here getting asked to do booked gigs. And I'm like, I don't want to do your show. Okay.
Yeah. But it's also a little selfish on your part because, like, I mean, just the simplicity of making somebody else happy, you know?
Right.
It's like, what's your thing? Like, what do you
And
want?
doing it, and who doesn't love jerking off? Like, as a person, everybody.
You're going to do it anyways.
I know. Might as well monetize it.
Right.
And put some thought into it, some art into it.
Yeah.
Creativity, like maybe set up a background.
Destigmatize it. Get out there.
Yeah.
Like, free the nipple, free the nut, free the herky jerky.
See, but where does it stop? Because I'm going to start doing that, and then I'm like, well, yeah, what's so wrong with this? And then I'm going to keep going further and further. And
Easy
then,
to get hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because then what happens when my appeal starts going down, and then I'm the guy who's asking people, can I jerk off for you for $1?
Ooh.
And then you're asking just for food. You're like, can I jerk off for the rest of that sandwich?
And next thing you know, you're the guy in the sauna. And that's the end of the
Dude.
movie. It starts where it ended.
It starts with Topo Chico, and then I'm in the sauna, dude.
Damn.
Just trying to, like, I used to be someone. I used to be a star, you know? Yeah, it is wild with the OnlyFans stuff.
Has it really been wild?
Yeah, some of it. It's really not that much, but I've been posting. I just post comedy stuff. I don't post literally anything.
I'm
do
sorry
some.
I haven't subscribed or
You don't.
anything.
Yeah. All right.
I'll check you out.
Well, when the special comes out on OFTV, you can watch that.
Okay,
But you don't
yeah,
even need
for
a
sure.
profile. You don't need to sign up for that. You don't
Yeah,
need
it's
to be
just like-
subscribed.
I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to be on the whole site in general.
Yeah, I get that. But here's also the
Like,
other
because
thing.
right next to you, like after you, it's going to like suggest a video of somebody putting a Topo Chico bottle up their ass. And I'm like,
Well, I have to see this.
yeah, it's like a weird realm for you to be in.
Yeah.
But I guess they're trying to pivot.
They are trying to pivot, and I'll support them. I'll support them with that pivot.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the idea of what OnlyFans is they didn't start off as what has happened.
Yeah, it's like
you know?
Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they're trying to really pivot, and I know they're doing a lot of stuff with comedy. So I
Yeah,
hope
I'm
in
excited for the
future.
Burt Kreischer roast.
It came out.
Oh, it came out. Did you
Yeah,
watch it?
yeah, it was good.
Oh, really?
It was good. It was really well produced. Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
Um,
It was all right.
huh?
It was all right.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. There's some good zingers. I just like anything that's giving people opportunities, you know?
Damn. You're Jesus Christ.
He has risen, dude. We're out here on Easter.
Happy Easter, dude.
Happy Easter, man.
Did you celebrate?
Yeah, I made fun of a Jew.
Good on you.
Yeah, I really did. Zach Silverman, shout out. Who's actually going to be a guest next week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Couldn't have him on the week of Easter, you know? That'd be disrespectful to the
Jesus
JC.
was a Jew.
Yeah, but he got killed by them. It's always your own.
Yeah, but I don't know, dude. That's all hearsay.
He kind of was a Jew. That's true. It is all hearsay when it goes biblical. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? It's all literally what people say.
Yeah.
But it just dominated an entire religion. They're like, dude, this guy was the son of God.
Did you have a religious moment?
Yeah. I tried it, but then
Yeah.
I was like, meh.
Yeah.
I think there's something else. It could be aliens.
Right.
There's something in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't live in Austin and not have a little bit of that spiritual ghost in you, know. At the very least, I believe in ghosts. I don't know actually if I believe in ghosts.
Could be. There's something fun about like church and like everybody being positive and like
Yeah.
life's good, Jesus got your back. Like I kind of like it a little bit.
Yeah. You know what I like about church?
Halo?
Pretty much.
Well, that's like a cathedral type thing. Those people don't really do those that much anymore.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be religious, I'm gonna be a priest. You know.
Eesh.
Why did you look like that, dog? What's wrong with priests?
Well, I'm not even gonna go the easy route.
Because that's
saying,
all
like,
hearsay. Okay, that's
No.
all he say.
I'm not thinking of the hearsay. I'm talking about even as a priest. The reason. All right, I don't even know if I want to get into it.
I'm going into the priesthood next week, so be careful, bro.
Well, you have to get unmarried.
Will you be my altar boy? We'd be a good couple. It'd just be this all the time, dog. Plus a little bit of diddling, but get used to it. I'd pay you $15.
You help me with my homework?
Yeah, dude. All right, too real.
And you're saying I can go to heaven for sure?
For sure, dude. I know him. I'll let you in, dude. Dude, that's what it is. They're like bouncers at a club. They're like, dude, I can get you on the list. I know the guy who owns this place, dude.
I don't have to bring 6 girls?
No, dude. You just let me diddle your little Pez, your little dispenser.
No cover charge?
Nah, dog.
And I get the VIP
Oh, there's
wristband?
gonna be a cover charge. I'm gonna charge up and cover you and come.
Under the covers?
Oh my god, that was terrible.
I get the VIP wristband?
There's people who don't realize we're filming a podcast that are walking on this trail behind us, and they're just hearing me say, "I'll cover you and come." Ooh, a duck.
Do you feel like
Turned on right now? Yeah, a little bit.
yeah.
I'll go live on OnlyFans right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like you think about like sex a lot and stuff and like inappropriate stuff?
100%.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what do you mean? More than the next bear?
Yeah. Is everybody else just like squelching it?
If I knew what you meant when you said squelching, I would be able to answer that. What do you mean squelching? Everybody's just squelching it. That is a crazy word to use.
What
What does squelching mean to you?
I don't know, dude. I just threw it out. I heard it.
What is?
I don't know. You don't.
I think
Like, you don't always
everybody's-
have to like attack me when I say something and be like, "What did you actually mean? Like, what did? Like when you
Dude.
said that, what was your intention? Like, I don't fucking know, dude.
Clarification is really fucked up nowadays. You
That's
know?
fucked up, dude. That puts me on the spot. Now I got to think about what I actually said, and now I look like a dumbass because I don't know.
And to be honest with you, everybody is squelching it. Okay, whatever you meant, dude. Yeah, we're all out here just squelching and belching, dog.
I think you know what I meant.
That's my brand. I don't know. Everybody's out here. Yeah.
So what's it like being married? Do you think you've been married for 6 months?
Damn, has it already been that long? Feels like
No.
10 years.
It's been 4 months, maybe 5.
Yeah. It's nice.
We don't have to talk about it. if you
It's
don't want.
okay.
It's okay.
It's the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
It's good, man. It's different. Something did change
Yeah.
where you're like, okay, this is my life partner now. Like this is it.
Yeah.
It's not as easy just to quit, you know? It was never going to be easy to quit, but it's like, it feels, there's solidity in it.
You can get away with a lot more now.
I can
She's
get it.
stuck.
Yeah. So like when I like start like hitting her or anything, I'm like, where the fuck are you going to go? There's such a legal system to stop you from getting away, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You finally unleashed your true self.
yeah, dude.
You
I
come
got
out.
real wild.
You start farting on her face and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Shitting on the floor, shitting with the door open.
Dude, just squelching everywhere. Nah, but it's good, man. I
That's
don't know.
cool, man.
Do you want to get married?
So bad.
Really?
No one, there's no takers.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean, do I want to get married? I guess. I
Yeah.
don't think about it really.
Yeah. I'm definitely not one of those people who just because I got married, now I'm like, you should get married. You know?
Yeah.
I think we are going to have kids at some point.
That's so hot.
Dude, practicing is hot. Okay? I've been perfecting that for years. Perfecting it to myself, you know? Just squelching everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Right. Yeah. Got to get the technique. It really depends. Some people you got to do a certain position, maybe helps.
yeah.
Certain times of the month.
Because I do want a son, you know?
Right. I think you got to be. What's the sun? Is that doggy style or reverse cowgirl? Sun.
It's all hearsay at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a fear of the idea of having kids. There is a fear because
So
that's
you won't like them.
yeah. Dude, if you hate your kids, that would be the worst. We're like, man, fuck this little version of me, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like it's such a responsibility,
People do hate their kids.
which is crazy. I feel like I just couldn't. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
just an emotional person and just like an empath.
Yeah.
So I would just be like, I don't care if this thing's terrible. I'm going to love it. Like if my kid end up being like the Ladybird Lake Killer, I'd be like, I got to love this thing. I got to help
Yeah,
him get
dude.
rid of the bodies.
Hell yeah.
They would come home and be like, don't do that. Did you squelch someone again?
You're a ride or die bitch.
Till the very end.
That's
okay?
tight.
Bonnie and Clyde with my kid.
Did your parents love you? Do you think?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Nah, they love me. They, yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Do your parents love you?
Probably. I feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's important, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if you have a like semi good relationship with your parents, or you felt like it worked out, or there was love there at least, like I feel like you should be excited to like want to repeat that or try it yourself,
Yeah.
or like, and feel like maybe you can even improve on what they did.
Yeah. I think that's definitely the goal, is you take the good things. Because here is the thing that I've realized as an adult is your parents were just kids when they had you. Like, my parents were in their 20s when they had me.
It's fucking crazy.
And they didn't come from easy lives. Like, they had hard lives. My dad was born in a house in Puerto Rico that had dirt floors.
Oh yeah.
Rough. My mom also had a rough life growing up. Crazy shit. And
And they didn't have self-help podcasts. They weren't learning
Nope.
about Stardust or like.
they had no,
Yeah.
they didn't even know what squelching was.
Right.
And to even try, I think that's at the end of the day, is like your parents just tried. Like they didn't do things intentionally. They didn't try to fuck you up. They, because there are parents that do that.
Right.
But it's like if they just did the best they could and it wasn't perfect, that's what I realized getting older is like, oh yeah, they did their best, That's all you can hope for. And it also, because there are times in my life where it's like with my parents or like things that I wanted to do that I wasn't able to do, either because we didn't have money or just like whatever it was, I would have like bitterness or resentment because I was like, oh, I wish this would have been different and blah, blah, blah. But then you get older and you just let that go because you're like, nah, that didn't matter. I've always had this mindset of like, once you accept full responsibility for your life, it doesn't matter whose fault things were. Once you accept where you're at, you can actually start to fix it. You don't blame anybody else for shit, and you just see like problems and just handle them rather than I can't do this because of so and so. You
Right.
just go, nah, bitch, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I
Yeah.
feel like that's a good way to look at it. I also
Yeah.
think, I don't know, parenting's like a weird thing, and like how you were raised and like good and bad stuff happening to you,
Yeah,
because there's benefits to like bad shit happening to you, which
For
is
sure.
a weird thing.
yeah,
So like, yeah, if you look at like, oh, this didn't happen in my life because this bad thing happened, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That's deep, Niko.
I think some of the like people who had like the best upbringings,
Or boring as fuck.
yeah, or like they might have the hardest time maybe finding purpose or like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just happy to be here with you.
I'm happy to be here with you too. It's romantic out here now.
It is, yeah.
If some guy came up to me and wanted to like he was the killer, but he was like, let's just go for a walk, I'd be like, it's a nice night for a walk.
Right.
My wife was worried about me coming here at night
Oh yeah.
because of the killer. My wife's obsessed with murder stuff. She's
Basic.
It really is. She's in the Facebook group for the Austin serial killer.
Oh, really?
So she's on there reading all the stuff people are saying. She's on Reddit. She's turned our living room. There's yarn and tons of
Oh, right.
suspects
Yeah.
and locations. You know, she's on it. She's drinking. I'm making her pots of coffee. I'm coming out in my robe and like dropping off a pot of coffee at her desk like a detective. And she's like, thanks, hun. And like takes a swig and like keeps crunching numbers and like
She's
rubs her
going to
head.
sleep as you're waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
She's been up all night.
Yeah. She'll like put her badge and her gun down and just be like, ugh,
Yeah.
I got to head back to the office. And she'll like light a cigarette, have a little styrofoam cup of coffee and just be like, you know?
Yeah. She's got beard growing, stubble.
Yeah. She's a redhead for some reason. But dude, that is great. Like women really love serial killers.
Yeah.
I think it's some weird knowing your enemy. Like women have always been in a position of having to be worried about these things. Because that's what's making this Lady Bird Lake serial killer so crazy. Going after men. Going after the apex predator. You
That's
know?
hot.
Real hot.
Yeah.
But like women have always been the victims of those kind of things. So
They feel jealous, you think? Or they're just like,
everything has to be about them.
yeah.
Me, 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 me. Why can't I get murdered by the lake? You know? It's my turn.
Time's up.
Yeah. Welcome to equality. Okay, you're not going to get everything you want. It's not always going to be about you.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it's because, you know, my girlfriend, I mean, she's the same way. She's, you know, she loves murder. She loves, you know, stories of people getting killed. We went camping in Big Bend last weekend. On the way there, we're listening to podcasts of people getting murdered in Big Bend.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, this is vacation. Okay.
It almost makes them feel alive.
Yeah, maybe that's, I don't know. It just, I don't like it just puts me in a bad mood to like hear like those stories and like this person got tortured. Like this, like I could joke around about this one and I could joke about anything, but like I don't know the details that much.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to, you know, the mother of the victim crying.
I know.
or
That's
any of
when it
that.
becomes real.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's where I'm
don't
like,
wanna
I
know
can't.
that shit.
Yeah. Like I remember hearing about Richard Ramirez.
Yeah.
The Night Stalker?
The Night Stalker.
The what?
The Night Stalker.
Yeah. And when I heard some of the fucked up things he did, it literally infuriates me. Like
Yeah.
it makes me so angry to like think about like these kids and everything. And I'm like, dude, what a piece of shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why I can't watch it. Cause I'm like, I know these things exist.
And
But
that's
I'm like-
a fellow Latino, so that makes you look bad too.
That's the
You hate
worst
to have
fucking
one of
part.
those. Yeah.
It's fucking La Bamba till the end, you know?
Yeah.
Let's start making our way over by the dock, huh?
Yeah, let's make our way over by the dock.
I'm sitting on the what is this?
Dock of the
Bay,
watching
the tide roll away. Yeah, I'm sitting on the dock of a bay, wasting time.
Damn.
Looks like nothing's gonna go my way.
That song reminds me of my grandma.
Your grandpa?
My grandma.
Oh. Oh.
She lives in Bakersfield.
Gross.
I just FaceTimed her today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did she look at you like every old person on FaceTime where they don't know how to hold the phone?
Well, I FaceTimed my mom, and then she put grandma on the phone.
Oh,
for a
okay.
little, so she wasn't even.
How's grandma doing?
She's doing all right.
Yeah.
She's cool. She's keeping it real, keeping it G,
Keeping it G money, huh?
keeping it 100. I always tell my grandma, keep it 100.
Yeah, that's what you say? And she goes, oh, okay, Niko.
She goes, shut the fuck up. Shut
Yeah.
your punk ass up.
She call you the N-word?
Yeah, she does. She does do that.
She probably said it a few times in her life. She's an old white lady. I'm sure
I mean,
my grandma
probably,
has.
Maybe. My grandma.
All our grandparents used to be racist. Like everybody out here pretending like they're equality, you know?
Yeah. My grandma has like 7 brothers.
All said the N-word.
They're all half black.
Oh, really?
So she's like the one not black one.
So she's definitely said it.
Yeah, so like I don't know. It's just it's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. You said it. How'd you enjoy this episode of the podcast? Even though did it feel weird, like a dog walking on its hind legs? You not leading the charge of the podcast? Like, do you feel like this was one of your episodes?
Pretty much.
Yeah. You're a real piece of shit out here on this water, you know? You just think you're the captain no matter what, huh?
No, but if it was mine, I would have like asked you more questions, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did hijack some and like ask questions.
It did feel a little bit like your podcast at certain points.
Really?
Yeah, but I liked it. That's what it is. It's just a good conversation.
Yeah.
You know?
Huh. I feel bad now.
You should. I mean, this episode probably won't come out.
But was there anything you were going to like ask me? Did you want me to just shut up and answer whatever question?
No, I just wanted it to be a conversation. That's what it's supposed to be, is a hang and have a conversation.
So there's nothing left you need to ask me or
Yeah.
check any
What's your
boxes?
horoscope? What are you?
Pisces?
Oh, wow. I know nothing about them. What are you? What are they?
Emotional, love water, love
That
to
makes
swim.
sense.
Emotional, cry a lot,
There's double emotional. There's 2 emotionals in it.
smart.
You're a Pisces?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Smart, intelligent.
Those are kind of the same thing.
Good kisser.
Okay. Prove it.
Emotional.
3 emotionals?
Cry a lot.
Do you cry a lot?
No.
Are you
But
sure?
I squelch.
That makes sense. So it's just liquid coming out of different parts. It's considered crying. Your dick kind of cries. Like if you really break it down, what's the definition of crying? Does it have to be coming out of your tear ducts to be considered crying?
It's a good question. Yeah.
Like if you are taking a shit and you bleed, is that your butthole crying?
Stinky little tears coming out of my ass.
That was too real, dude.
Big thick tear.
When's the last time
I shit blood.
you cried?
I cried.
Uh-huh.
Oh, damn. I mean, I cried of like laughing. Like I cried of like I shed a couple tears on this boat, crying, laughing.
Well, you're a liar, but
A little bit. But I laughed, cried earlier today too. I
Really?
remember that, yeah. But like sad cry, do you mean?
yeah.
Can't really remember. Yeah. I think I got a little this is like kind of embarrassing, but I think I
No one but me's gonna hear it.
like I haven't like sobbed, cried in like a while, I don't think. But I remember like a year and a half ago or something, I like my hard drive crashed and I had a lot of stuff on there that I liked. And
Porn?
No, not porn.
Was it the OnlyFans stuff that you paid me $15 to? Because I can just send you copies. Was it photos, videos?
Yeah, photos, videos. The big thing was like a lot of music project files.
Yeah.
And some podcast stuff too.
Yeah.
Like I lost a podcast episode. Just like everything that I've had.
That makes sense.
And And then also like I wasn't doing well with money at the time, so I just had like it was just like a fuck.
Yeah.
It was like the straw that broke the camel's dick or whatever. you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That
what about you?
squelched the
When's the
camel's
last time
dick.
you cried?
I mean, I don't know if I've cried since. Maybe I have. I've gotten a little emotional probably watching movies and like stuff like that. But at the wedding, I
Really?
cried.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. How was that for you to see me cry? So if people don't know, Niko was the photographer at my wedding. That's how in the circle Niko is. Okay. We're brothers for life, Niko. And
I
you're-
love that.
And you're just going to leave me eventually, you know? But we'll still be brothers.
Yeah, we'll always be family.
Like fucking Vin Diesel, dude. We're just fucking Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I cried at the wedding. I didn't think I was going to cry. Doing that fucking first look where you reread our most emotional vows, and Shelby's were so emotional. I don't know if you were in earshot, but it was like the sweetest thing a human being could say to another human being about just the dedication and the... I'm going to get emotional talk about it. Not really, though. But it like... just to always be willing to like work on things, and like she really put so much work into these vows to where I first of all realized I didn't write good enough vows,
Yeah.
because I was saying like basic stuff like I'll love you forever, I'll always try to be a great man and be the man you deserve, blah blah blah, that
You
kind of
should have
stuff.
been the opener. You weren't ready to
Yeah,
headline.
I shouldn't have headlined that, dude. I bombed. I wrote like one page, like small thing. She wrote a story. It was like a Lord of the Rings book, you know.
But honestly, better position to be in. Like, what if you had murdered and
And
like yours were really good and
Yeah.
hers sucked?
And hers were just
Like you-
like,
yeah.
I really like you. You are cool.
Because then
You
it's
are
worse.
a good
yeah.
kisser.
Yeah.
And it was just really, like surface level stuff like that.
Yeah. And then she feels bad.
But honestly, the moment got me when she was walking down the aisle. I don't know if you saw me cry at that part. Oh yeah, I say cry every time.
Couldn't not see it. I
but-
tried to get out and not
Yeah,
see it. But,
but Grant, the guy who married us, officiated, who's going to be a guest on the podcast. Very talented musician. He was. We were lucky to have him. He told me, I was like trying not to get emotional, waiting for her to walk down. He goes, just wait till she starts walking down. And he said it in such a way that where it's like he made it more emotional by saying that.
yeah.
And he goes, go ahead and take a look over there. In the most movie way, like it was like Field of Dreams. And then I looked over at her, and there's a part, like I've seen it on the GoPro when he says it to me, and I look over, and it was just tears. The music choice, it was like a emotional piano of like, I can't help falling in love, you know? It was a beautiful moment. As a spectator, what'd you think?
I thought it was beautiful, and I felt lucky to witness it, and I felt just like happy to witness that for somebody else, and just like see a beautiful moment and kind of be at like see it not completely objectively, because I know you guys, but I didn't know your family and like most of the people there, so like as an outsider, it was just cool to like witness that
Yeah.
and just see the like raw emotion and how much it meant to you guys. It was just
Yeah.
beautiful. It made me excited for like when I'll do that someday, you know?
Aw.
Yeah.
I love that. How good was the food though?
Food was great.
Dude,
Yeah.
they just opened up a storefront
Oh, really?
in North Austin.
What's that place called?
Ah,
I went back for seconds. They
It
had
was
those
so
good
good,
quesadillas
dude.
and tacos and
Taco Man,
fruit.
I think.
Taco Man?
Maybe Taco Man.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was Taco Bell, dude. We just had gorditas.
Yeah.
But Niko, thank you for being on the podcast, man. Thanks for
yeah.
supplying us with the ability to do this. I don't know how long we did it. It looks like an hour, but we'll chop it down maybe.
I had one more question. Wait.
Yeah.
When you
It's 8:30.
were you like embarrassed to be crying, or did you feel like anything like that?
No, at that point I didn't, because I
Yeah.
think it's a normal thing.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Like when you were like, were you surprised I cried? Or like, it didn't feel weird or anything. Like it
Yeah.
just felt normal. It wasn't like looking over like, oh, fucking heaven's a mess. It just felt like natural, kind of, you know.
Could you imagine if I was a mess to where I was falling over and I had to be held up and I'm like, oh my God, like what if I did that? And I'm like, I do.
Yeah.
And it was just snot and stuff. And they like kept having to hand me like paper towels.
It's cool. I feel like if you're not willing to cry, you shouldn't get married. Like if you're just gonna be like, like you're not ready. You gotta be willing to cry.
You gotta be vulnerable. You gotta peel that peach, you know?
Yeah, and then fuck it.
Dude, we left after at the night of we booked this like hotel
Yeah.
thing, and then we ended up when we were actually going to bed, we're like, let's just fucking go home. We were in New Braunfels, like 30 minutes away from our place. We're like, I'd rather sleep in my bed. It's like when you have a nice like a bed that you enjoy sleeping in. I don't really. It was like a weird, almost like a bed and breakfast bed.
Plus, you had torn that fucking hotel room apart already.
Yeah,
There's
I was like,
blood,
what?
shit, and piss everywhere.
Yeah, all mine too.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we here for? Well, let's go stop at the ER and go home. You know? Okay.
Yeah.
But Niko, thank you for doing the podcast.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
It's a cool idea.
dude, this is I've always had this idea for doing a podcast in a canoe. So like, you're welcome
That's awesome.
for being a part of it. You can take the idea if you want and start your own thing.
That's yours, dude. That's you.
Check out Niko's stuff, Canoe Cast on YouTube, where I was a guest, and also one half of the Captain's Dog with Maddie Stew,
Where you were also a guest.
where I was also a guest. Guest life, baby.
And I was on your podcast as well.
And you were on my podcast as well.
7 Minutes in Heaven.
Boom, baby. We love you guys. Thank you. We're out.